Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, in the House Ocho Cinco and Hushmanzada built Reser Stadium, home to the Oregon State Beavers. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Oregon State's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
A lot of times the QB's going to drop back and try to make a big play, What's your safe option if nothing's there? Slip it to your running back, let him catch it, let him go get a first down for you.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Using the quick game. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. He's got him. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
The Beavers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this rep.
And the Beavers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Creates a little room. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
The Beavers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The RPO, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The Beavers have pushed it inside the 20. Quick completion to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's now 2nd down.
And the Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast. Get to the back. Get him on the ground quickly.
10th play of the drive coming up. At this time, a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Murphy. Pressure coming. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Walker. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
No first down. That's fine. We got the completion. We had a successful play, and it sets up now a 4th down situation where, yes, I'm going for it.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. And this one is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cardinal offense will get its first chance now. And, David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things. And if they're going to be successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why.
And he's a very reliable target, too. We've seen him make some really tough catches in some big moments for this offense. He's going to have to do that in this game today. The defense is keying on him. They know that's where the quarterback's eyes are going to be going early and often in this game, so the tight end's got to step up.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Slithers into space. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Brown wants to pass. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
He makes the tackle at the 47-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down. Off play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Doyle. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a 1st down.
Listen, I know that game didn't get very much, but I love getting the tight ends involved. Get everybody involved in the offense. Make me cover the whole field. Keep everybody a little bit honest.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Brown will throw it. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing the rhythm and the cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical third down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. No good. So the score remains 3-0.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Snags a quick pass on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They'll move the tight end. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
The Beavers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the air on third and short. There's the pressure. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident, not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Sure hands. It's Ford. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Catch in the middle, it's 4. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hall. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another 1st down. Setting up the screen. Wide open spaces. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. He'll do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run play action. Touchdown, Cardinal! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Card. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Dropping back, it's Murphy. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. He's got it. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
It's a running room. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
The give from the gun. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
He'll keep it himself. Finds a little space. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chains now on second and long. To the air, it's Murphy. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
The Beavers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Beavers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Beavers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The short hands, it's Ford. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Brown wants to pass. Takes the easy one to the back. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. With the catch, it's Hankerson. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
The Beavers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job on the defense playing stop, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Stanford comes to the line, and that 1st down marker is a long way away. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Reels it in down the left side. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
And on defense now, for the most part, you're pretty happy about how you've performed. You have allowed that guy to have a touchdown, though. So you need to maybe start anticipating the offense looking his way more often. You may want to start dialing up some coverages to try to take him away.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Hall.
Well, they execute the in route, and how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At the 45, on his way. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab down the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moving forward just a few.
At this point on offense, it's all about finding completions and finding your rhythm. They get a few yards there with the slant.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Power football with the run. It's a fumble on the play. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Looking to pass, it's Murphy. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's got enough with the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves.
Turning on the Jets. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, who's says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
To the ground. He's got it again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Finds his man. It's Clemens. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38?
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Dropping back, it's Murphy. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The Beavers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Oregon State! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Ford. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Right back to him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, I think the the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and fortunately ended up losing yards.
The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on third down. Brown wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Kick is in the air. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll leave it with him. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Holds and fires complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
The Beavers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Fourth down coming up.
And the Beavers will send out the punt unit. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Brown will throw it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Ford. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Stanford to the line on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Stanford lines up to punt it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Going for the big play. He's got it on the outside. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Handoff from the shotgun. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Spins away from the defender. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
The Beavers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Beavers are marching down the field. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Quick strike complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
Go straight ahead. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football here.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Snagged out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Under fire. Then the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Just a a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got to lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, Oregon State! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Lining up for the PAT. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quickly complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Now on first down from the 28. Brown wants to pass. Right down the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
He runs out of bounds at the 48. Brings up 2nd down.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Looking to throw again. Unloads it left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
They'll try to get it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Wide open downfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time it's complete. Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Defense feeling it here, trying to put a stop to this drive and maybe this game after that earlier sack. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books.